Hey guys, welcome back, and if you are new, I'm Rebecca and this is Eliana, and here I make motherhood and lifestyle videos, and today I'm going to show you 5 easy and healthy recipe ideas for your toddler. So the first recipe I'm going to show you are egg muffins. They are easy to make, packed with protein, and even have a hidden veggie. Now that's what I'm talking about. The original recipe calls for about 8 ounces of canned diced green chilies, but I used spinach and just cut those up into really teeny tiny pieces. But you could use either or. I know Eliana loves the one with the chilies in it, and so do I. But anyways, these make a great grab and go breakfast, so I'll show you how to make them. All you need are 10 eggs, some cottage cheese, pepper, baking powder, shredded cheese, flour, salt, and spinach. I put the 10 eggs in the mixing bowl, and then I whipped them up. Next, I added half a cup of flour, a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, some pepper. I just kind of guesstimated the amount. 2 cups of cottage cheese, and 4 cups of shredded cheese. Next, I took a heaping cup of spinach and tried to cut the spinach into tiny pieces. After adding all of that together in the bowl, I mixed all of that up. Then I sprayed my muffin pan and added the egg mixture. I think this recipe made about 16 egg muffins. And then I put it in the oven at 350, and the recipe calls for about 20 minutes, but they needed about 25 to 30 minutes. And voila, there are the egg muffins. And the second recipe I'm going to show you are fruit oat cups. These are so good. I kept eating them as well. Thank you. They make a great breakfast or a snack as well. All you need for this recipe are oats, baking powder, cinnamon, salt, 2 large ripe bananas, eggs, almond milk, maple syrup, coconut oil, vanilla, and some mix-ins of your choice. I chose some blueberries and strawberries. First, I pulsed a cup of oats in the blender until it became a sort of oat flour. I added that to a mixing bowl with 2 cups of whole oats. Then I added 2 teaspoons of baking powder, a teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of salt, and I mixed all of those dry ingredients together. I decided to use another bowl so that I could use my KitchenAid bowl for the wet ingredients. So to an empty bowl, I added 2 large ripe bananas. Along with the bananas, I added 2 eggs, a cup of almond milk, a 1/3 cup of maple syrup, a 1/4 cup of coconut oil, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and I mixed all of that together. Then I added the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients and mixed all of that together as well. Then I added some blueberries. I just kind of estimated the amount until it looked like I had enough in there. And then I cut up some strawberries and added those as well. That was the fruit that we had on hand, but you really could add about anything to these oat cups. And this time I decided to add some cupcake liners to the muffin tin. And I think this recipe made about 16 oat cups, if I remember correctly. Then I put them in the oven at 350 for about 30 minutes. These made my house smell so good while they were baking, and they also tasted delicious. Another easy and convenient breakfast idea for your little one. The third recipe I'm going to show you are broccoli nuggets. These are super easy and also delicious. I loved them too, and they can be used for either lunch or snack as well. All you need is 1 slice of bread, some cooked broccoli, cheese, and 2 eggs. This recipe calls for 5 ounces of cooked broccoli, so I took that and put it in my blender and tried to blend it up into tiny pieces. You just need 1 slice of bread for this recipe, and I just pinched off tiny pieces of bread and added them with my broccoli. Then I added 1/4 cup of cheese and 2 eggs, and then mixed it all up. This recipe calls for a mini muffin tin, and it made exactly 12 mini broccoli nuggets. And so you can definitely double this recipe or triple this recipe if you want more on hand, because these do go fast. They are pretty yummy. And then I put them in the oven at 400 for 20 minutes, but I was kind of wishing I had done more like 15 or 18 minutes in the oven. And here they are all done, and I definitely enjoyed these too. And the fourth recipe are Quinoa Vegemite. These are full of protein and nutrients, and they make a good lunch or even dinner. You will need quinoa, cheese, eggs, carrots, zucchini, and parsley. First, I shredded zucchini, and you will need about 1 cup of shredded zucchini for this recipe. And this is what my zucchini looked like when I had shredded it. Then I shredded some carrots, and you will need 1 cup of shredded carrots as well. And then I chopped up some parsley, and you will need 1/4 cup of that. I definitely chopped up too much here. I added all of that to a bowl, and then I added 3 eggs. One cup of shredded cheddar cheese, and 2 cups of quinoa, already cooked. And then I mixed all of that together. I used a 1/4 cup measuring cup to scoop the mixture onto a baking sheet. And then I put those in the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes. And here they are, all done and ready to be eaten. The fifth and last recipe are turkey sweet potato spinach meatballs. These are also really soft and good for baby-led weaning. I like to make a bunch of them, stick them in the freezer, take them out as needed, warm them up, add some barbecue sauce and avocado, and there you go, a very easy dinner. This recipe calls for ground turkey, spinach, oats, garlic, and some sort of pureed baby food. So first I added the ground turkey into a bowl, and then I had blended up a 1/2 cup of oats in the blender, and then I just added that to the bowl. And then I added a 1/4 cup of apple puree, and then I added a teaspoon of minced garlic and a medium sweet potato that I had cooked in the Instant Pot. And then I chopped up a handful of spinach, and then mixed all of that together. And then I formed them into meatballs and put them on my baking sheet. And these I baked at 350 for about 20 to 25 minutes. And here they are, an easy and healthy dinner idea for your little one. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope this video helps give you guys ideas. I know I get stuck in a rut sometimes on what to make, especially for a picky eater, so I try all kinds of things. So I hope you find this helpful and that you and your little one enjoy these recipes. I will see you next time. Love you guys. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.